All right, let me start by introducing Blessing Ede. If they want to look you up, will you give them your Instagram handle or your YouTube, or where should they actively follow you up?
My Instagram handle is fine. I feel like a lot of information there.
Okay, I am Beatty. Of course, we're going to put the link down below. Okay, Blessing Ede, yeah. Ando. All right. I don't want to say too much, yeah? Yeah. I want her to, when you see her talk, you will see reasons why I have to bring her up here. See.
In my mind, I'm like, do not set me up.
For personal reasons. You know, the videos have not been to just gather unnecessaries. We're here to solve certain problems.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a solution. All right. So, there's this topic I feel that I may not be able to expressly express. And that's why I brought that up, yeah? Don't mind the English, it's just work with it.
Right.
Yeah, it's about every star, every celebrity started from zero. So that should inform you that whatever you have going on, celebrating about them, yeah, imagine that they started from nothing. They had to learn, they had to gather information, they had to build skill set, yeah, to be where they are right now.
Yes.
And so can you. So what do you think about that, Blessing?
I mean, from your introduction, obviously, it just goes out to say that nobody fell from the sky. Still, same process, right?
Yeah.
Everybody found their way down here. But then it would be an injustice to address, you know, starting from the scratch without having to look at how we as humans, you know, got to learn over time. Now, let's start with the kid, the children, the younger ones, those ones that just give birth to, you know. You begin to learn dada, mama, and all of that from what you see, what you hear over time. And then when you come to that age where you're able to start making decisions for yourself, that is when you begin to see the things that you're good at, how you can improve in it, how you can get better in it. That is how the whole process starts. Now let me move to adulthood.
Okay.
Because sometimes some people feel like this person just, you know, got lucky.
So good, yeah.
I feel like nobody ever sees the process that that goes on before the emergence of that excellent work you're seeing, before the emergence of that star you're admiring, before the emergence of that icon you want to be like. There's always a process, and that is where this topic is actually very, very crucial that we talk about. Now, a lot of people actually dabbled into their career, their life, and all of that. But I like to say purpose. You know I would do that.
Okay, before you expand on purpose, you will get that. Right, I have a video up here that says that hard work is not just enough. There are several other things that comes to play. There are some who actually were lucky to have just dabbled into success. Some, yes, let's be factual, okay?
There's no such thing as luck.
Okay, what would you call it?
Blessed.
Blessed, all right.
Blessed.
Okay, so also, yeah, you could be that person who has to try out loads of things before you get the actual one. And there are some folks who, once they try one, it becomes the one thing.
Just definitely, they know straight up, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, so expressly tell us what our purpose comes to play in here.
Okay, so for me, you know, we've heard stories about people who are serious. No, that's not the word. People are really, really, really rich. People are successful. They have a successful career. They have all the money. They have all the houses. And then you hear stories like they committed suicide. Why? So this is where purpose comes to play. In your life pursuit, you have to understand why you are planted on this earth. And sometimes people misunderstand purpose to be charity work. That's not true. You can be doing purpose and what you are called to do and be making money from it. What differentiates you from someone doing it is there's just this aura of excellence. There's this dexterity in how you dish it out, okay? And then one thing about purpose that I know is that, you know, humans are insatiable.
Yes.
When we find a particular, somebody is looking to have a house, right? They get a house and then they think about one Lamborghini they want to buy. And then it moves from there, they want to get another thing in Dubai. It just goes on and on and on. Now, what purpose does for you is, it opens you to all the layers of your life. Now, I'm going to use Matthew for an example, right? Yeah. So Matthew here started out as a photographer, right? Still a photographer. Gradually getting into cinematography. Eventually, Baba is now a what? Video vixen. So this is just the typical example of how purpose works. There are always going to be layers. I didn't start out as an on-air personality. I started out as an MC. MCing is also in the media, and then I dabbled into, you know, radio, and then I did a little bit of TV, and then now I am doing public relations, advertising. They are all encompassing. Do you get me? And for every time I find myself in this space, I feel really, really fulfilled. I feel like I'm doing what I need to do. One thing about purpose and being super intelligent and being a genius and making money is purpose serves humanity. Being a genius is you're making money, you're doing fine, you're comfortable, and yeah, that's it. And that's why some people fall into depression and they end up committing suicide.
Okay, because on the long run, what purpose does to you is there's this satisfaction that fuels you.
That's the word.
That even when you're not getting what the world celebrates, you're just satisfied. You're excited.
There's a satisfaction.
You're just fine that so far as this thing is being done, so far as somebody is getting blessed or in quote from this that I'm doing, or that I'm supporting,
I feel good about it. And there's this myth about purpose is not you always enjoy. No, that's not true.
Oh.
Yes, that's not true.
So purpose sometimes.
So
you know,
purpose is you being deliberate about it because you know the end result.
Okay.
Now I know that being a voice is going to bring about healing, transformation for a lot of people. I will come to a point where I am tired. I don't feel like going forward anymore. But what would help me stay in purpose will be the fact that I know the number of persons that may not get to where they need to be to if I don't stay on track. That is purpose.
Okay.
And that is why you see sometimes you celebrate people. You know, purpose. People who live purpose for me are stars that don't just shine, they burn. Honestly, they are stars that don't just shine, they burn, basically. And when you're burning, when there's a burning desire, there's this thing you want to do, there's this change you want to make, there's this life you want to transform. That is why you see people celebrate today. It's quite unfortunate that in our world today we celebrate what is not. That's the truth. We mix both what is and what's not and just call it being celebrated, celebrities, icons and everything. But to the topic, we all came with nothing, right? You just need to find that one thing and be sure about it. Personally, if you want my advice, am I permitted?
Yeah, that's just
so. Sit with God. I say this all the time. You cannot find the blueprints of your life by just what the word has, except the supernatural being who has created the word. He has the blueprint. He made the earth, he made the word, he made everything. So why won't he have the blueprint of how your life should go? So the moment you know the blueprint of how your life should go, that is when you begin to work in it. So I would say that invest in having a personal relationship with your maker, with your God, so that you can know where you are going to. Except you want to do YOLO, you only live once, but that is not life. You don't only live once. There are people who have lived, their legacies outlives them. That is what purpose does. You know, you don't only live once. YOLO tells you enjoy the life as it is right now. You get? And purpose tells you live and leave something behind. That is what differentiates you. So anybody can live. Everybody can live purpose. I don't say anybody. Okay. It now be like, oh, there's a certain kind of people. No. Everybody. The only problem is we're too lazy to dig in. Find. Be hungry. Desire to know who you are. And I can tell you one thing for sure. Every person living purpose is always at that extraordinary pace.
I think I have to hold blessing so that I'll do a purpose video because it's like real life lecture, yeah.
Yeah.
As you use what some people can be lazy. See, it eats me because I can't be lazy too, right? But when you now tend to be unlazy, I'm not saying the opposite, yeah. Just sort for what works.
Yeah.
Either you live YOLO, purposeful, your all will be celebrated.
Absolutely.
Right? Your all.
Absolutely. But, you know, we cannot... I like the fact that you're trying to be diplomatic.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the idea is not to make you feel less of yourself, okay?
Good.
But I've seen people sugarcoat the truth, and a lot of people's life has been limited over time. Here's the truth. If you want something, find it, look for it, dig until you find it. That's the truth. And that is hard work.
Beautiful. So that erases your being lazy.
Yeah, it erases it. But we can't take out the fact that it is actually hard work.
Yeah, it is.
You know, nothing comes in easy. Nothing ever comes in. That's why this is it delayed gratification or early gratification? Okay,
Yeah.
it's early gratification.
Yeah, but delayed gratification, or where is the part where you have to let go or not enjoy yourself for now, so that's delayed.
And I don't want to talk about delay. I'm talking about the early gratification, where
Okay.
people do not want to make sacrifices.
Okay.
People do not want to wait anymore.
Okay.
People don't want to go through the process anymore. It takes a lot to be that person that you admire every now and then. It takes a lot of work. I mean, if Maxi does not put in the work, he wouldn't be where he is today. If Maxi does not keep the hope, there are a lot of skill sets to becoming a great person. You have to put in the work. You have to keep the faith, because a lot of things would.
Yeah. In fact, they are already, if you know what I mean.
They'll give you bass boost, in your journey. And so all of these things takes a lot of determination and foresight. When you're fixated on where you're going to, you begin to endure the now so that you can enjoy tomorrow. Maxi knows a little bit about my story, and he knew how I stayed back in Ekiti State. I didn't have a job.
You stay in Nigeria.
Yes, Ekiti State, Nigeria. Well, that was my first sacrifice. I could have just gone to big, go to Lagos, Abuja, and the rest to just, do like every other person will. But it's a process, and I believe in you.
Wow, we believe in you too. Alright, like I said, I'm going to drop a link below where you get connected to our everyday blessing. Of course, our name is Blessing.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me on board.
I was not expecting that. Alright, so this topic right here is a tree, and of course, several branches to
Would emerge.
Would emerge, really. And stay blessed, stay loved. I feel like not leaving, but I have to. Alright, guys.
Bye.